All right, so Vectal update v61, bunch of exciting stuff. So, for example, we have this new one-click button, generate. This can generate a checklist for any task you have. So a lot of people don't even know that this exists, but it does. So for example, hire a new backend developer, right? If you'd never done this, you might not know what to do. Well, just by clicking this one button, you now have steps of how to complete it, right? Detailed job description, share job listing, screen resumes, exactly what you need to do to hire a backend developer. And this works for any task. So for example, gym, chest day, maybe you don't want to think about it, boom, generate, and let Vectal generate your workout. And just like that, it takes like 1 second, 1.5 seconds, and you have a 5-turn warm-up, 3 sets of bench, incline dumbbell, chest flies, pretty solid chest workout generated in 1 second. And again, this works on any single task, any task you have inside of Vectal. And the best part is, you can also regenerate it. So maybe you're not happy with it, you don't want a slightly different workout, boom, there it is. Or same with this task, right? Maybe you don't want to do LinkedIn. Let's see if it gets rid of LinkedIn here. Nobody likes LinkedIn, let's be honest, guys. All right, well, it still keeps it. Anyways, that's just one of many features inside of v61. Another thing is the chat collapse, right? So obviously you can collapse this new sidebar, but you can now also collapse the chat. So if you want to fully focus on your tasks or fully focus on brainstorming ideas or doing something with notes, you can now do that very easily with this button, ability to collapse the chat and have the UI, task UI, full screen. Next up, pinned notes. This is an OP feature. So you can pin any note or reminder. So let's say this is important note, expenses for the month of July. Boom, you can just pin it and it stays at the top. So if you go back and forth, even if you add in, you can go with the chat agent and say like, create 10 new notes about important knowledge full stack developer should have, whatever. Just a random thing came into my mind. So now the chat agent will delegate to the node agent. He will create 10 different nodes. And if I don't have this pinned, right, so it's right here, July 22nd, boom, it goes down, right? Problem, it's an important node, but it can easily get lost, especially if you use Note a lot, if you have lots of reminders like me. I literally have hundreds of reminders. Again, reminders are some of the most underrated features inside of Vectal, so definitely use those more. You can now pin it, so you can just easily hover over it. On the left, you see this pin icon, boom, pin, and it stays at the top, no matter how many days go by, no matter how many other nodes you have. A pinned node always stays at the top. Another great thing is you can pin reminders as well, right? So if we scroll down, let me find a reminder. So these are reminders. Obviously, you can identify them with the asterisk, and you can also easily turn any node into reminder with this one-click button. What a reminder is a node that appears, every X amount of days. So this one appears every 35 days, this one every 26 days, this one every 4 days, right? So let's say you want to really get into running and you want to make sure that you never miss this reminder. Well, guess what? You can pin it. Click this, pin to top, and it always appears in the pin section, right? So I'd like to dig in what I was running, or whatever your goal is. You have an important reminder, and it's always in the pin section. You're never going to miss it. And when you read it, it disappears, and it says, pinned reminder completed will reappear on, and the date, right? And on that date, it will reappear in the pin section as well. So pin notes and pin reminders, very OP, start using them. And the last update is chat selector. So you can see we've swapped these icons. We have agent on the left so that it's like more stable because the model names can be very different, right? We have like O3, super short name, close for some thinking, very long name. So that way this is more constant. But now you can use, again, all models in agent mode. We don't restrict. And we added a bunch of new models, and this is improved UI. So you can see this icon is at the top instead of like being at the bottom. This is easier to click at. We've shown that GPT 4.1 is the best model for agent mode because it is very underrated model. And we added more models such as Kimi K2 and Grok 4 and a bunch of stuff, right? And you can see that this has been also redesigned to be cleaner and easier to use. So yeah, this update v61, bunch of exciting stuff. Go to vectal.ai, try it yourself. It's completely free and it's the best productivity tool in the world.